Up Singapore.
Gotta get up.
The Big Show on Kiss 92.
Gotta get up.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. It is Therapy Tuesday, and coming to us live from London, England, is Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, and
Morning.
it is early in the morning on a Tuesday in London.
Yeah, it's just Tuesday. It's like 12:05.
What's the weather been like?
It's been lovely, actually. It's where pluvophiles really love.
What?
Cloudy skies.
Pluvophiles.
And
Oh my
rainy
goodness, I
days.
thought I heard you say pedophiles.
Oh my gosh, no.
No.
People who love the rain, pluvophile.
Okay, pluvophile, which is why not many people use that word, like, pluvophile.
Like in everyday
real
conversation?
Yeah, pluvophile.
Hey, are you a pluvophile?
What do you say?
Pluvophile.
Okay. No, I am not.
Is
Okay.
it really Christmassy, Dr. Jerry?
It is. So Trafalgar Square is dressed up with all the lights everywhere. There's like fairy lights. It's so nice.
Jerry,
Awesome.
beautiful.
notice something different about us, like just looking at us right now.
No.
No, you don't find it unusual that I'm wearing my dark glasses today?
Yes.
And you can't see my eyes. Ask me why I'm wearing my dark glasses.
Okay, why are you wearing your dark glasses?
This is our Prime Minister's fault, Lawrence Wong, who mentioned Roy Orbison. Now, I am hooked to Roy Orbison. I'm listening to Roy Orbison every day. I want to even look like Roy Orbison right now.
Just shake the head. Just
Okay,
let
anyway.
it go, Angel.
Wow.
I just
it
had to
really-
explain myself.
There you
It
go.
really surprises me the kind of stories he can come up with.
Yeah.
Just like
It's
that.
just like that.
Just like that.
It is true. Okay, anyway, we're talking about our bodies and how our body remembers things.
Yes. And actually, Cheyenne's gonna do the intro because she read the book, The Body Keeps the Score.
Oh, wow. Okay,
You read the
Cheyenne.
book?
This is what you asked for, Cheyenne. Do the intro. Come on, let us know.
Dun, dun.
What is this?
Okay, is it about performance anxiety or what?
I just mentioned it. I read it quite a while ago when I was still in uni.
Okay.
From what I remember, it's like the idea that. Okay, wait, I have to press to give you background music first.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we need some,
Some
mood
background music
mood
would be
music.
would be
Okay.
nice.
The idea that like things bad or good things that happen to you, your body like essentially does keep the score. It remembers what happens to you, even if like subconsciously you don't. Even if consciously you don't realize it, subconsciously your body will always remember what has happened to you.
That makes perfect
It
sense,
does.
actually.
Yeah.
Right, Jerry?
So things like fear, anxiety,
Yeah.
nervousness, all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So if seen like you've raised your hand and somebody kind of pulls back or ducks, right? The automatic response when your body remembers, or when you hear a sound, maybe when maybe a cup shatters near you and you suddenly jump away from that sound. So all these automatic responses, you don't know why you do certain behaviors, but you behave in a certain way and you catch yourself going, how come I would do certain things at certain times?
So how
Yeah,
come
so
we would
that
do
was-
certain things at certain times then? Is it a memory of sorts?
It could be a memory. So the body remembers. So that's the other book, right? So one of the books that Cheyenne read is The Body Keeps the Score. Another book, it's similar, which is the Body Remembers. So these are two books that actually talk about trauma, about how trauma stays in the body. And when there is unresolved conflict, so this is to encourage people, right? When there's unresolved conflict, to then deal with the conflict. Otherwise, you might have how the body reacts. Headaches, very, very tense body. You have a whole host of physical, physiological, emotional, and psychological issues.
Is it always attached to a bad thing?
No, so that's why I wanted to talk about it, because it really, is Christmas and we want to get rid of all the negativity, but also we want to know that there is positivity in our body. So, even like grasping. So if you think of a baby like, grasping your fingers, so you just put it there. Yes, we say it's an automatic response, but where does this automatic response come from? Or the sucking behavior, so it's quite interesting because they're so young. How would they know that they need to hold on to something or they need to suck? It maybe it's for survival, maybe it's for safety, so usually when we look at these sort of automatic responses, it is rather linked to safety, it is rather linked to attachment, secure attachment, or
All right,
helping
let's-
us for
All right, let's continue to talk about grasping and sucking on the Big Show TV. In the meantime, here's Benson Boone with
Oh.
Beautiful Things on Kiss 92.
Glenn.
Dr.
Why
Jerry.
you always-
You see Dr. Jerry holding her head. That's automatic.
That's automatic reaction.
It's our body remembers
That's the
whenever
Glenn
you say
Arnold
something
response.
like. It's like every time she does this, she's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to put my hand there, but
Yeah. How did a
I told
very
you. Yeah.
innocuous
yeah."
subject becomes so central, and then I'm worried about later on the material I have, It's
Oh
like,
dear.
oh no.
She's like, I need to rewrite everything now in my head.
Talking about
speaking of-
unresolved trauma.
So can we? I mean, because our bodies remember, and it's a subconscious reaction to things. How do we control something that's subconscious? Like bring it forward and then like get rid of it.
We don't. So what the book tells us is it's very automatic. So these behaviors, and you get your stomach ache, or you get. I think one of the cases I had, I journeyed with this person where he had lost a loved one, and I journeyed for a year. So I didn't see him after that because he was doing very well. And then after that, a year later, he came back. And I was looking at the timing, that was about the time he had lost a loved one. And he said he wasn't doing very well. He was not, functioning, but he was doing very well for the entire year. So then we realized, perhaps some of his signs and symptoms were due to the loss. So the body continues to remember, and he was still reacting. So we worked on it a little bit more. And I think at that time, the second time when he came, he had some unresolved grief and some unresolved issues with his loved ones, and he needed to process that. So sometimes, it is not just, I grieve over the loss of the person, I feel sad, I shouldn't feel any anger. So he felt a lot of anger, he felt a lot of distress, betrayal, and we needed to process that. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's
It's deep.
Some people
very deep.
don't ever get over the whole trauma, right? They need to keep on seeking therapy, right?
They do. It is a long process. So sometimes the grief or the trauma is very deep. They might need a little bit of a longer process. So it doesn't mean that they need it forever, but they need to work on it a little bit longer. So it won't be done in like 1 or 2 sessions. Yeah, but the first thing they realize is their body is constantly very tense. They're constantly bracing themselves for something. They are they are anxious, they are fearful, perhaps. You see them having insomnia, or sometimes if they know what the issue is, they might have flashbacks also. Yeah.
I wish there was some kind of like when we watch Men in Black, right?
Magic pill.
No, not
Or
the
like
magic pill.
The light.
I keep on forgetting
the
what it's
pen,
called.
yeah.
The pen with the light, you know,
Yeah.
to make everyone like forget stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
yeah, if only we had something like that. Maybe in the future we'll have something like that, Jerry, where you can just do that and all your bad memories are erased.
It's called the neuralizer.
Yeah, I don't know whether. I don't know, Jerry. To me, I don't know whether I want to forget those bad memories. I want to learn to deal with them, but I don't
If you
necessarily.
can forget the bad memories, then you don't have to deal with them. What?
Then
Why
I'm
are you
not
like
prepared
that?
for
I think?
anything
No.
that happens to me.
Oh,
in the
So then you
future.
always have the
God.
pen. You always have the pen.
So it is a myth because a lot of people, you know, when they break up or they go through a bad patch, they often come and say, "Can you just hypnotize me and I want to forget everything."
Oh wow.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that because the body still remembers. So you have many people that can block out some of the memories, you know, and they do. Yeah, they do forget for a certain period of time, and then, you know, many years later, suddenly they start to recall. I think I was talking to one of the clients, and we were working through some of the fears because she had a previous miscarriage. And you know, she was talking about bleeding, spotting, and we were talking about something until she triggered a memory in me. So and I've spoken about how I've lost my first one. So the anxiety was very deep inside, you know, when I was carrying my two. And the second full pregnancy, completed pregnancy, that was rather traumatic. Was it the second one? Yeah. Because doctor only gave Amber a 50% chance
Oh, wow.
of living. Yeah.
So she's almost like a miracle
unfortunately,
baby. She was a miracle baby.
They both are. And you know, that was fraught with a lot of like anxiety. And then I had food poisoning. I can eat anything and I won't fall sick. So that was the only time I had food poisoning whilst I was pregnant. So when I was talking to the client, that memory was triggered and I had completely forgotten about the event that had happened until she dislodged it, and the memory was just flooding back to me, and I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot about that episode.
But how did it make you
sometimes
feel
what
though?
happens,
How did it make you feel?
well, then the body starts to feel very nervous, very restless. Even as I talk about it, you can see me fidgeting already. You know, so the when the body remembers, it starts to recreate those, not only the images but also the feelings that we have, and you know, we start to go back to that time. Yeah, so it is. Well, you know, it is far away from me at this point in time, but you know, the fear, you know, the memory of having the IV drip, you know, and three liters because the amniotic fluid was low, so 3 liters, so that you know, I'm not afraid of the needles. I'm not afraid of blood, but yeah, it was quite harrowing.
Oh, well. Thanks for sharing that,
Yeah,
Jerry. Thank you so
thanks.
much.
No worries.
Jerry.
Okay, we're going for a traffic update right now.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the BKE towards the PIE right after the Woodlands checkpoint, look out for an obstacle. Also on the SLE towards the CTE right after the Woodlands Avenue 12 exit, a vehicle's broken down. Finally, on the KJE towards the PIE and before the PIE Changi exit, look out for another broken down vehicle. Wherever you are, stay safe.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room. And, you know, Jerry, thank you so much for sharing what you just shared. For those of you who want to hear what Jerry shared earlier on, you can always watch us on Facebook and YouTube a little later on as well. But today we're talking about how the body remembers trauma, for example.
Yeah, both good and bad.
Both good and bad. So we had talked about nostalgia, I think, a couple of years ago. But nostalgia is also, we say it neutrally, but actually the word encompasses a lot of longing, a lot of yearning, a lot of wanting. So when you think back of the past, there's a lot of that, oh, I wish I was back. I reminisce about the past. So yeah, because I was really looking at, what are some positive sort of memories that the body can remember, and it's not very available, some of these articles, and the closest one, so there's nostalgia, there's muscle memory, but muscle memory seems to be a little bit more for sports people, about doing things, about routine.
Yeah, my trainer always
but I-
talks about muscle memory. Always, he always mentions muscle memory.
Yep, yep. So muscle memory is also another memory that when you imprint it, you can do the whole action automatically. So there's something else that as I was researching, I found, which is imprinting psychology, which I really love. I think we know that, but we don't really talk about it. But this research has been done with animals like the duck, the geese. So the first thing that they see when they come out of their shell, they imprint that person and attach to that person, so they keep following the person.
Oh, so if I had a little duck like crack its shell in front of me, it would think I'm his mommy?
It will follow you.
Oh, I want a baby duck
and
now.
it will follow you.
Well, could
Yeah,
run away.
yeah.
Would you put it near water?
My aunt had chickens in
Yeah.
her backyard, and we found that
That they would follow.
when they
how
hatch,
cute.
what the closest thing to them becomes what they follow.
It's
Right.
so cute.
It's crazy.
But I just saw a TikTok video yesterday of this lady who had her pet duck and wanted to take it out for the very first time, just out in the open. And there was a stream nearby.
Yeah.
She put it down and it ran away from her and just
Straight into the water.
straight into the water and disappeared. And she ended up crying. It's like,
No.
no, come back, come
Instinct.
back.
No,
Instinct.
instinct, yeah, animal
Aw.
instinct, yeah.
Instinct.
So not all ducks are the same. lah.
No, it's instinct.
But that one was born.
But you
Maybe
said
this
no
one
matter what-
wasn't born in
Okay.
front of her. You know what I mean? It was
needs to
born
be-
in front.
It needs to come out of the shell and needs to see
See
you as
her,
the first.
yeah.
the
Sounded
first
like
thing.
it came out of her.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was like, oh, little baby.
Okay.
But you know what other things, maybe we can talk about Dr. Jerry on the Big Show TV? Sounds and smells. Because for me,
Yeah.
a smell always triggers memories as well that sometimes I forget I have.
Okay, all right, we'll talk about that next on the Big Show TV. It is 8:22.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought
Are those triggers as well? Sounds and smells?
Yes, so the five senses, right? So, yeah, we are in a Big Show TV, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So you can do the little exercise.
Okay, let's go.
No. Let's do the five senses first. So, smell. Since you went with smells, what smell did you experience? That triggered something.
Palmolive hair cream
Oh,
triggers a bad memory for me.
Oh, palm olive
You had the green one?
brill cream.
No.
Who does it
Brill cream is
remind you?
white.
I don't know.
This is green.
Who does
Used
it
to-
remind you of?
It reminds me of my grandfather and the night he passed away.
Oh.
Because I used to sleep with him and he had this palm olive smell about him, right? And the night he passed away, I was in the bed with him, and every time I smell that, I think of that. I'm talking about it, and there's a
But-
shiver going down my
But you,
spine.
you attach that with a bad memory, not a good one of
It's
your
a bad-
time with him.
No, it's a bad memory. Yeah. Ugh. Weird.
Okay.
okay. So one of the things that you can do is really just shake it off. So if
Really?
FD can just shake, shake off the feeling. Shake. They literally say shake off, right? So one of the senses we can use is really just shake. Yeah. Yeah, because then you feel that shiver down. Thank you for trying that.
He's still going. Clearly, he's still feeling
Yeah.
And that's what that
It's
Ed
really
Sheeran
weird.
song is about, actually.
it. Which one is this?
What do you mean?
Shivers?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Taylor Swift's "Shake It Off."
No, I said Ed Sheeran.
songs.
Shivers is exactly
Yeah.
about your situation. Listen to it, and then check out the lyrics.
Cheyenne's like,
Let's
if she could,
Let's
if she had the
go
mic
with-
on.
taste.
Yes.
Taste.
Taste.
Yes. Yes. A taste of strength.
Oh.
Let's go with
What strength tastes like? You mean?
Who do you want? Who do you
Yeah.
want? Which number? I'm number
Yeah.
one. She's number two.
Well,
Which-
why are you number one? Hello.
Okay. I'm number two. She's number one. Which number would you like? We're here in a fish tank.
let's go with number one then.
Okay, Angelique Teo.
Taste of strength.
yeah.
Wow. I don't know where to start with that.
You can ask me also.
Yeah, go to Glenn.
Okay, Glenn.
Caviar. I love caviar
How is it strength?
because I feel strong after
How does
eating. I
it-
feel everything, positive, and I just love the taste of caviar. I love anything fishy, but caviar is like. I mean, it's not unless you're asking me for a bad memory. Are you bad memory or
No.
a good
No,
thing?
no, no.
Of strength, right?
Yep.
Like
Yes,
makes me feel
yes,
good,
yes.
right? In that sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Caviar.
Okay. How about touch of shyness.
Shyness. Is that for me?
Yeah. Yes.
It's in touch.
Yeah, for me, I would associate touch, especially on my head, of fear because of the break-in that I had when I was 10. So, because
Yeah,
I woke up
yeah,
when he
yeah.
was hitting my head with a hammer, right?
Oh my god.
So, I don't like my head being touched.
Okay.
Even when it comes to like massages and stuff like that, I tell him, and for some reason, right, no matter how softly you massage my head, I don't know if it's just me, my head hurts.
That's the trauma.
Oh.
That's your memory of trauma.
It hurts, like crazy, like even at a hair salon. Just me doing this and doing that, it hurts. So I don't know if there's something wrong with me or what it
No,
is.
you
but,
got hit on the head by a hammer. You're reliving that pain.
but I don't
Yeah.
remember the pain. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, you do. That's why it hurts when you touch it.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
But how? I
that's-
mean, what kind of hurt do you feel? It's like
no, it's like the whole scalp hurts.
okay.
You know what I
See?
mean? It's like I have muscles across my whole head.
Yeah.
Just doing this very lightly, it hurts.
Oh.
Yeah. So I never let them touch my head. It's like no head massage.
Okay.
So not shyness, but more fear.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. We are really sharing a lot of vulnerable moments here.
Yeah, because you shared also. That's why
Yeah, you
it's so
did.
sweet of you to share. So we are sharing as well.
Something we didn't know.
But how, Jerry, for Angel, how can you help her get over this? The whole touch to the head.
Yeah. So remember one of the functions of all these when the body remembers is to ensure that we are safe. So I mean it is reminding yourself, even telling yourself I'm safe. And maybe if Tofu can come and just gently touch your face or lick your face, that might help a little bit when you tell yourself I'm safe, and then he's just there just nuzzling your head. Yeah, to
Like a therapy
rewrite
dog.
that narrative. Yeah, to rewrite that narrative. Well, he has to start with you. He has to start with the mommy.
That's true.
That's true. Okay, going for another traffic update. Stand by.
Kiss 92 traffic.
There is the usual peak hour traffic on the road, so look out for that. If you do spot anything, you can always WhatsApp us 88550920. But also on the TPE towards the SLE before the Pongal Road exit, look out for a broken down vehicle there. Wherever you are, stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is award-winning psychologist from the therapy room, Dr. Geraldine Tan, who's coming to us live from London, England right now, where she is holidaying with her family. After London, she'll be heading to Portugal, Lisbon to be exact, and after which she will be in Turkey, in Istanbul. Thank you very much for taking time off to be with us, Jerry.
And please tighten those seatbelts. We're ready for landing. You sounded like a pilot right there.
Yes, I must give a big shout out to SQ. We just happened to have our friend Stephen, who was the captain of the plane, and he did a brilliant landing yesterday.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, so it was such a coincidence, and the SQ team was fantabulous, and the crew was amazing.
they're always awesome. Make sure you submit your vote, 855-0920 later, Jerry.
Yes.
Because today our battle of the brands is, two big airlines, Singapore Airlines versus Malaysia Airlines. So,
Singapore Airlines. It's
So
a
another
great way
vote
to
for
fly.
Singapore. A great way to
Okay,
fly.
there you
Are
go.
they still using that? It's a great way to fly.
no, I don't think
No,
so.
No,
right?
I don't think so.
But it's a good
it
line.
imprinted in my head.
good
it's like,
memory.
Singapore girl, you're a great way to fly.
And then I think it became politically incorrect.
Correct. Because of one dirty-minded person.
Like you. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, let's continue.
But if we are talking about imprinting, right? So we have the three different types of imprinting. So the first one is the filial imprinting, which is parent and child. So the child, imprinting the memory of the parent and attaching to the parent. Now, for human beings, right, it's a period of time that the child does this, but I actually really, really love it. And I tell all new mummies to do that. Is when your baby first comes out, and if you have the opportunity, once they clean the baby, just put your baby on you and hold your baby for a little while.
Skin to
Yeah.
skin, right?
Skin to skin if possible. It's not possible all the time. It's not a must,
Yeah.
but I always like that little imprinting moment. Remember, for human beings, it takes a period of time for the child to actually attach to the parent. So it's not that one moment, but I just love that moment. It's very, very magical. And then there's the limbic imprinting, which is in vitro. That means when the child is in the tummy. That's why we always encourage mummies to be happy during their pregnancy, or as happy as they can be, because in vitro the child learns, and sometimes whatever that they experience, they take it out, or they take it into the world when they come out.
Yeah.
So we need to rewrite some of it. That this one might be Glenn's favorite one is sexual imprinting. That's why I say, oh my god.
She's already scared.
Yeah, but sexual imprinting is when a human develops a desire for a certain type of person that is based upon experiences they have had in the formative stage of their life. Yeah.
What, when he was 7?
So- yeah, well,
Formative years?
you know, when you see the how your parents behave, how you're treated, which is why we say during the teenage years, daddies are very, very important for their teenage daughters to know and teach them how should a man treat them and what sort of man should they look out for.
Yeah.
So we always encourage the fathers to be very involved with their children's life, especially for the girls, during this period of time.
But I think it's equally important for boys as well to learn from a female, mentor or figurehead how
Yes.
to treat women as well.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think it's
So-
I think it's equal.
But anything, any parenting is essential for the children anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just highlighting it for the imprinting part, which is important.
It's very funny. My parents were just like the opposite. Wait, hold on. Oh, let's go, what do you call it, on the Big Show TV and talk a little bit more about
Sexual
this. How about that?
imprinting?
Yes,
Sure,
yes, yes,
let's
yes,
go,
yes.
let's go.
Okay, meantime, here's Ian Dior with Secrets on Kiss 92. Yeah, I think in this area, it's great that you should bring it up, because I think I'm a bit confused. Because my mom and my dad are completely different. My late dad and my mom, completely different. So my mom is extremely conservative and
So is my mom.
yeah,
Yeah.
My father is not. You see.
Neither
my
was my
father
dad,
is pretty
yeah.
much a womanizer. Right, but I grew up knowing that and feeling like no, that's not right.
Not the
I'm always
way
on my
to do it.
mom's side and all that. But as I grew up, right, I could understand not that why he was he was the way he was, but in a relationship, right, you need to be on a certain level, in terms of if you're talking about physical intimacy and love, for example, you need to be at a level almost on the same level, so to
Complementary
speak.
at least,
Because if you're
yeah.
too far apart and there is a lack in that area, and that's how two people kind of like grow apart.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I don't, some people ask me, am I more like my mom or am I more like my dad? I'm like, I think I'm a little bit of both, but I think I'm more my dad, I think. Yeah, my brother on the other hand is different. My brother is
He's
more my
your
mom
Yeah. Yeah.
than my dad. It's funny, right?
Yeah.
Why does that happen, Jerry, when you can take two brothers and they will follow different
They
parents?
pick up different things, right?
Well, even if it's the same set of parents, the two different children experience them differently. Yeah. So
Yeah.
whatever you experience during your formative years, that's the imprinting that happens. That's the learning that happens.
Yeah. I mean, you can put two students in the
each-
same class and they will absorb different things. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah. And don't forget that each parent have their own personality, have their own preferences, react to each child's personality and preferences differently. So there is a subtle difference, even if we say we treat both or all children fairly. There will be subtle differences there.
Yeah. Parents have their favorites. We know FD's favorite.
You keep on saying
What do
that.
you mean I keep on? You're the
What?
one that brought it up the first
Yeah,
time.
he brought it up the first time.
Yeah, but then you keep on
Like
bringing it
a
up.
month-
You're
one time I brought it up.
tempting me
Once.
to mention the name.
I,
Don't you dare.
I
But it's not
didn't.
like she doesn't know. Again. You think your other kids don't know? Huh? Of course they all know.
Drop it. Drop it.
They all know. That's why if you just think very
You know
very
what,
carefully on your birthday, all the daughters that you don't quite like as much as
dear.
your favorite, they all give you smaller presents.
It's the small ones that count. Right, FD?
I got no comment.
Dr. Jerry has a favorite child
No,
as well.
no comment.
I know
look at her.
I'm my parent's favorite child.
Who's the
Like,
devil
I'm-
now?
I'm
This is the
favorite.
devil, okay? Let me just tell you. This. Can you see my finger? This one. There. This one.
Let's go with physical sort of sensations. Now we know
Great,
that
Jerry, thank
imprinting
you.
is a little bit positive. It can be positive or negative. I want to focus on the positive, so I want us to really think of the positive sensations. So I'm going with sensations here, and I'm going to ask Glenn, your first blush. Can you remember your first blush?
Wow.
Like you feel the heat on your cheeks and then your ears and your first blush.
Oh, Jerry, you're walking on thin ice here.
My first blusher. Okay, I think it
I
was.
mean,
No.
He's
seriously.
already blushing now.
This was in. I remember this. This was in primary school. I can't remember whether it was primary 1 or primary 2, but my teacher got me to stand up in front of the whole class to read almost like a chapter of one of my textbooks or whatever, and I was so shy. I felt that heat,
Flush.
that flush, because I was nervous and kind of like shy and embarrassed at the same time, because I had to go up to the front of the
Oh,
class
that's
and
scary.
face
Public
everyone
speaking.
and read, and wasn't up to it. Yeah, I remember that like forever. It was in primary 2, I
Wow.
think. Primary 2.
you see, when we give Glenn the question directly, he will not be sexual. But anyways, how did you get over it and be such a wonderful presenter now?
Oh, I don't know. That was such a long time ago. Oh yeah. So then it was my godma who was a teacher in Katong Convent Primary School in Marsha Road in the east. She became my English tutor. So my mom just wanted her to. I didn't really have a problem with English in school, but my mom, she just wanted my godma to kind of like guide me a little bit more. And I don't know, my godma used to like teach me for a while. She used to go to the kitchen and cook. So she would just ask me to read, read to myself and out loud.
And that's important.
Until she came back.
Yeah.
So I used to do that quite a bit. And I think after a while I was a little bit better. I was still very nervous reading in front of people though. So I don't know how I overcame that, but reading out loud
experience
made it a bit easier for me, I think.
Yeah.
For my job, like right now.
Yeah, so you often hear us say we don't know how we overcame something, and this is a positive thing, so I purposely wanted to have a sensation for you to recall, and you overcame whatever uncomfortable sensation you had at that point to be who you are today, but there's a gap. So we don't know how you overcame it, but we know that you no longer have to blush. We know that you're comfortable enough to be in front of people or speak in front of people, or when put on the spot and you have to do something impromptu, you will not have to blush.
It's like a workout, no? Reading out loud for long periods
it
of
is.
time. My goodness.
It is.
I didn't enjoy it at all. Okay, we're going back on air.
Kiss 92 traffic.
If you're traveling along Upper Bukit Timah Road heading towards Woodlands, right after Cashew Road, avoid the right lane because an accident has been spotted. Also, another one just at the Woodlands checkpoint on the BKE towards the PIE, an obstacle has been spotted. Wherever you are, stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Stand by. Some Sabrina Carpenter is coming up. And speaking of Sabrina Carpenter, I watched A Nonsense Christmas again.
Was it good?
For the second time. I don't know why I like it so much.
Okay, I saw the trailer. I wasn't sure whether to watch
It's pretty good. It's pretty
Okay.
good. Okay, we're with Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room. Once again, good morning, Jerry. What were we talking about on The Big Show TV before we went for our traffic break? I can't remember
You
now.
blushing.
You blushing, yes.
No, we're over that already.
But it was such a nice topic.
Sensations.
Okay.
Yeah. It was such a wholesome topic for once.
For once with Glenn.
Okay. Wait, do we have one more
I'm gonna
person
go-
you need to test, no?
Yes, I've got two more actually.
Okay.
For FD, butterflies in the tummy. Can you remember? Butterflies in your tummy.
When he was told he had to work with me.
Actually, no.
He's not scared
Do
of
you know what set me up for working with you when we had that argument on air over the two cars?
That was a fake argument.
Yeah,
lah.
but that set me up for working with you. It's almost like I was prepared to work with you. No, it wasn't actually. I go back to when I was working on Rediffusion, and it was the very first time I had to get up on stage publicly. I was ready, excuse my French, to pee in my pants because I'd never done it before.
Public speaking is hard.
It's hard. It's
really
very,
hard.
very hard.
And I credit Mr. Eric Lim with saying, don't worry, the entire station's going up with you. There'll be 9 of you on the stage. Not a problem. Day came. He just pushed me up on stage alone. And you had to handle it. You suddenly had to handle it, and you realized that this man, in his mind, knew you could do it.
Do it, yeah.
And if he knew you could do it, you could do it. So you just did it. And I never looked back after that. I still get butterflies in my stomach every time I go on
Which
stage.
is good, right?
Same.
Which
here.
is good.
I do as well.
Because it's control.
Oh, so good to know that you guys feel it as well. I'm not alone.
I feel that butterflies in your tummy are a good thing because it's control. It helps you realize boundaries. It keeps you within a certain area.
And you're still excited about doing
And you're
it.
still excited about it.
Because if you're no longer enthusiastic, that's when you
Then
stop.
No butterflies.
Why do you think I have to down 2 beers before I go up on stage?
I thought you just liked doing
He
that.
just any excuse
No, I'm
to drink.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay,
So
Dr.
yeah.
nice.
right?
Yeah.
So I hope many children hear this because they always want to get rid of the butterflies in the tummy, but they don't know that it can be useful.
Yes.
It can be harnessed. It is energy, so it's the trust in yourself. It is control that you have and the boundaries that you put for yourself. Thank you, FD. Oh my
No
God.
worries.
All the parents should play it for the teens and the children to hear this.
I've always said, children underestimate themselves. They don't realize how strong they are. They should just let go and just watch what happens. Kids are really strong. They just don't know it.
FD should work with kids. Jerry, FD loves working with kids. If you have a bunch of kids or whatever, you invite him. He'll talk. he just threw
Did he
this
just
at
threw
me.
something? A little bear.
No.
He always says he's had.
Regression in the studio.
He always says he's had enough of kids, but he still, kids still will look
Absolutely.
at him, look up to him because he
course.
looks like a grandpa.
I don't like working. I don't have a love for working with kids. I have a love for talking to children.
Then that's okay, what? It's still.
Working with
No,
them.
I can't look at it as work. Once I look at it as work, I don't enjoy it.
Okay, we have to wrap, Jerry. Sorry, and you need to go and sleep also.
so
It's
fast.
close to 1 a.m. over there, I'm sure, for you.
It is.
But I
yeah.
actually have one more for Angel.
Okay,
Angel,
very
fast
quickly.
one, fast
Very
one.
Okay, fast one.
Yes,
The
sure.
warmth that you feel.
From an authentic hug.
Yeah.
From an authentic hug. Not a, hey, how are you? And then just like a quick one. No, an authentic hug when you need it the most.
Thank you for allowing us to have that as I close with the quote. And this is from Clarissa Pinkola Este. She says, the body remembers, the bones remember, the joints remember, even the little finger remembers. Memory is lodged in pictures and feelings in the cells themselves, like a sponge filled with water. Anywhere the flesh is pressed, wrung, even touched lightly, a memory may flow out in a stream.
Oh.
Nice.
Funny you should mention that I love being touched.
We know.
You can touch me anytime.
Oh,
I mean, everybody.
On that note.
All you ladies.
I like
yes.
the
And not you,
wholesome glance.
All right. Thank you so much, Jerry.
Safe travels.
I'll see. Yes, I'll see all of you in Istanbul next week.
See you in Turkey next week. Can't wait. Bye.
Take care. All right, Sabrina Carpenter is next. Good Graces on Kiss 92.